Hey everyone, quick question. When was the last time a dessert made you feel like a kid again? For me, it was tasting Flapdoodles banana cream pie ice cream in Rochester. But wait, why are we so obsessed with chasing that frozen dopamine hit? Let's unpack why ice cream shops like these aren't just about sweets, they're cultural hubs, innovation labs, and quiet rebels against corporate sameness. Stick with me, this gets interesting. Alright, so National Ice Cream Month is basically a government-sanctioned excuse to overindulge. But here's the thing, buying ice cream from local spots like Flapdoodles isn't just a summer ritual, it's a statement. When you walk into a place that makes 1,100 gallons a week from scratch, you're not just eating dessert. You're funding a small business fighting against the soul-crushing tide of prepackaged, mass-produced pints. And honestly, that's delicious activism. Let's talk about Flapdoodles' 32 flavors. 32, personally, I think this is genius. Not because everyone needs to try all of them, but because it taps into our FOMO-driven brains. We're wired to crave novelty, right? So when they rotate seasonal flavors like key lime or strawberry crumble, they're not just selling ice cream, they're selling experiences. And the kicker? They're listening to employees and customers for ideas. That's not just smart business, it's crowdsourced creativity. How many Fortune 500 companies wish they could replicate that? Now, Cold Stone Creamery takes a different approach. Their mix it on a slab gimmick. I'll admit, I rolled my eyes the first time. But think about it, they're turning dessert into theater. You're not just buying ice cream, you're starring in your own edible cooking show. And the flavors? Names like Oreo Pretzel Perfection aren't random. They're tapping into our love for chaotic, maximalist flavor combos. It's the culinary version of a TikTok trend, loud, messy, and weirdly addictive. But here's what most people miss, these places are quietly leading a health-conscious revolution. Flapdoodles ditching artificial colors. That's not altruism, it's survival. They're reading the room while chains like Cold Stone play catch-up with dairy-free lines. And Cafe Aqui sneaking in lavender peach ice cream. That's not just a flavor, it's a Trojan horse for sophistication. Who knew floral notes could make millennials feel fancy while eating a cone? Let's zoom out. Why does this matter beyond Rochester? Because these shops are microcosms of a bigger shift. We're rejecting good enough convenience food for stories, craftsmanship, and that weird pride of saying, I knew this place before it blew up. And when Flapdoodles supplies black sesame ice cream to Bebop, that's not just cross-promotion, it's building a local food ecosystem. Imagine if every town had this symbiosis instead of relying on ice cream truck number 578 from the corporate fleet. So next time you're staring at a freezer aisle of generic brands, ask yourself, what are you really hungry for? A treat, or a connection? Because here's my hot take, ice cream's comeback isn't about sugar. It's about craving something human in a world of algorithms. And if that means waiting 10 minutes for someone to hand scoop your cookies and cream, well, that's a small price for joy, isn't it?